How's it going, guys? We're going to be ranking all of Wolf Alice's songs today. I always feel guilty when making these kind of videos because I like to entertain people with the category names, so I just wanted to let you know that these category names are in no way a reflection of the songs and how I feel about them. So the bottom category are the Turn to Dust songs, which aren't necessarily songs I want to turn to dust. They are songs that are my least favourite, and that is basically it. And the next category up is No Hard Feelings. So literally, as it says, I have no hard feelings against these songs, but even though they aren't at the bottom, they are again maybe ones that I will skip, but I do like them a lot better than at the bottom songs. And then we've got Play It Out songs, where I will play it out. They are not necessarily my favourite songs in the world, but if it comes on, and you know the drill, you've had this, for the life of you, you cannot press that skip button, even though you might have heard it 5 times in that same day. And the last category is Heavenward songs. Yeah, these are the ones that are heavenly to me, and I will never skip, and they just are the reason that I love Wolf Alice so much. But anyway, let's get into these songs. Starting with the Turn to Dust songs, we're going to begin from the very beginning, from the My Love Is Cool album. And we only have 2 songs that made it into this category, and they are both off this album. The first song is Swallowtail. I think it's just a little bit slow throughout the majority of the song. The ending does improve the song with the guitar solo, Ellie's vocals, and the drumming as well, but it doesn't save the song for me. And then we have Every Cloud, and to be honest, this song just stays at the same level throughout, and I need something to look forward to. Moving straight on to the next category, No Hard Feelings, from the My Love Is Cool album, we have Turn to Dust. It's a somewhat slow song to start the album, which was quite an interesting choice, especially for their first album. But I do like the vocals that come in and out throughout the song, so that's why it's not at the bottom. Lisbon is on there, mainly because I'm not a fan of the chorus, but also it's quite chaotic for me. And then we have Storms. It's again the chorus that lets it down for me, which is such a shame because the verses are so good. And to scoot through the next 2 songs, we have She and Baby Ain't Made of China. Moving on to Visions of a Life. We're going to start with Beautifully Unconventional for this category. I don't like the fuzzy sound of this song. I understand the kind of retro vibe they were trying to give off with it, but it doesn't really work. And I also don't really like the melody that much either. So yeah, but I will admit the melody is quite catchy, and the song in general is very upbeat and catchy, so that's why it's not quite in the bottom. And then we have After the 0 Hour and Visions of a Life. I love the concept of this song in that it's the last song and it tells a story, right? And I like the fact that it does literally do this throughout, so you don't know what's coming next, even after listening to it like 10 times, you know? But, and I'm gonna contradict myself here, it's a little bit too long and it's a little bit too spontaneous. Yeah, I sound like an absolute hypocrite. I am very aware of that fact. I do like a long song, I really do. For example, Lana Del Rey's song Venice doesn't sound that long when actually, what is it, like 9 minutes long? But that song works for me. It slowly progresses into something else that is memorable, and it's become one of the songs that she's most famous for, I believe. But with this song, it doesn't follow that kind of path. We only have 1 song off of Blue Weekend, which in my opinion is the best album Wolf Alice have ever created. So that 1 song is Smile, just because it doesn't hold up to the rest of the songs on the album. I understand that so many fans, including myself, love the heavier songs like Storms and Moaning Lisa Smile, for example, but this didn't really hit in the same way. Moving on then to Play It Out songs. From the My Love Is Cool album, we have Bros, and that is essentially a result of playing it far too much. And I know that's not really fair, but here we are. And then we have You're a Germ and Silk. This is definitely one of their stronger songs, and I love the fact that it's in the credits for Trainspotting 2. It was like that song was made to be played for those credits. As much as a sad girl I am in terms of music, this is a little bit too down for me. And then we have Freezy and Fluffy, and like I was saying about the upbeat, heavier songs that we all love from Wolf Alice, it's just a slappy bop, and that's why it's in this category. And then we have We're Not the Same and Nosedive from this album. From Visions of a Life, we have Yuck Fu. I would never skip this song, and it is one of their better upbeat, heavy songs, as I keep saying, but it's not perfection. There is something missing from it that could make it perfect. And then we have Sky Musings. This song could have been lower down in the categories, but the ending saved it for me. Like, it's still a good song, but the ending really, really brought it all back together, and that is why it is almost at the top. And the last song off this album is Sad Boy. I think I went through a phase of absolutely adoring this song, but I don't think I love it as much as I used to. It doesn't hit quite as hard. And then off of Blue Weekend, we have 2 songs. Play the Greatest Hits. I mean, that lyric, I don't look far too forward,
I definitely don't look back,
is, you know? And we also have Feeling Myself. Now, as you've probably guessed, this top category is the most populated of them all. So I'm hoping that redeems me in the fact that I do absolutely love this artist, and most of their songs are utter perfection in my eyes. Off of the My Love Is Cool album, we have Your Love's Whore. So 2 things about this that I want to mention is the drumming and the vocals on the sustained mic. This may be my second favourite song by Wolf Alice ever. And then we have Giant Peach. That intro though, the intro is just, it is legendary, and it ramps you up for the song in, I can't think of another song that does that, to be honest, by Wolf Alice. Soapy Water, I've always had a close relationship with. We go well back, guys, well back. I've always related so much to this song, especially with the lyrics like, if life is easy, then what is this? It kills me every time. What a simple line, what a simple lyric and phrase, but it just hits you right in the gut. The Wonder Why, hidden track, it's basically the perfect ending to My Love Is Cool due to its dramaticness. Anyway, in the last minute or so, the vocals and the guitar, raw, just so raw. Moaning Lisa Smile. Do I need to say more? It's out of control. Heavenly Creatures, one word, beautiful. Blush, timeless, and probably my 3rd favourite song by them. And I think it might have been the first song I ever heard by them as well. That or their cover of Wicked Game. That was an amazing cover. 90 Mile Beach. Again, I've had a long relationship with this song, and I've loved it since the get-go. The guitar melody just sounds like you're on a beach. That's the only way I can describe it. The harmonisation, absolutely perfect in the song, and the solo at the end, and then slowing down into how the song actually started. It ties a nice neat bow on the song. So it's literally like, it went here, up to here, and then right back down again. And it's just the perfect layout of a song. I Saw You in a Corridor. I love the way this sounds, because unlike Beautifully Unconventional, which was just purposely fuzzy, this just sounds like, or is authentically just recorded on like a phone or something in a room with nothing in it, no furniture, just Ellie and a guitar, and the real thing that happens where someone walks out, slams the door, and then literally like 2 seconds later she starts playing the song. It always sticks in my head, and it adds to the song, and I have no idea why. White Leather I love because it's just so chill, and we're obviously seeing that a lot in their new album as well. Leaving You, I don't think I actually listened to this when it first came out, because obviously this is on the bonus version of My Love Is Cool, but when I finally did listen to it, and I've listened to it recently again just to remind myself of how perfect it is, it's just spooky. Like the guitar, the whole song sounds really spooky, and that is something I really do get along with. Visions of a Life, we have Heavenward. It is the perfect mix of a soulful, heartfelt melody vocal of a song with that shoegazy component, and it also does an amazing job of giving you a taste of the whole album and what it's going to be like. Don't Delete the Kisses, Planet Hunter. It is all vocals for me on this one. They're just solemnly sweet, and then the echoey vocals at the end there brings it together so well. Formidable, cool. The guitar in this one actually sounds cool, and in keeping with that, she does these creepy laughs, which just adds to the whole cool sound of the song, I think. Space and Time is one of the most powerful songs in terms of the vocals. Did I pronounce that P enough? I think I did. And the guitar just hits in this one. Saint Purple and Green is an interesting one because this didn't used to be a favourite of mine, but the mixture of the beautiful vocals, the amazing guitar, and the drumming just... Now, obviously, this is the section we've all been waiting for. Blue Weekend. Let's get into these songs. So to start off the album, we have The Beach. It's a slow start of a song, like Turn to Dust is for My Love Is Cool. However, it rises into a superb chaos, thereby making it the perfect start to this album. Moving on to the second song of the album, Delicious Things is the best song Wolf Alice has ever created. It's just everything. It's the lyrics, it's the vocals, it's the guitar, it's literally everything about this song that makes it so different to anything I've ever heard by Wolf Alice before. The third song of the album is Lipstick on the Glass. What I love about this one is that spookiness again, but of the vocals this time. And this is probably one of the stronger choruses of this album. Safe from Heartbreak, If You Never Fall in Love. There's not too much to say about this one. It is obviously at the top, but I would say it's just the intertwining vocal pitches, just the intertwining vocals in this song that makes it so perfect. How Can I Make It Okay is probably the Don't Delete the Kisses song of Blue Weekend. It's a more poppy sounding song, but when she properly goes for it at the end with those vocals, it makes the song way better. It's like it starts here and then all of a sudden we're at this level, you know? Like we've descended time and space or something, or space and time. The Last Man on Earth. With hindsight, this song could be seen as the first kind of clue of them moving into that kind of orchestral space with this new album. The piano and the strings, they just shone in this song. And if you haven't already, go watch the live performance they did on BBC Music. It will make you love this song way more than you love it now. Just seeing every single instrument that it takes to make it sound like that, it is truly, just watch it. Just go watch it. No Hard Feelings. I love a slower song, I really do, and this is one of those songs that is so accessible because it's just describing that awkward situation after you've broken up with someone. Like, do you stay friends with someone? Do you have a grudge with that person? Or do you actually just forget about the whole thing and move on? And the last song off of this album, The Beach 2, Part 2, it just reminds me of a summer's day, to be honest. And I remember we were driving in the New Forest maybe like a month ago when it was hot, and it was the perfect song to blast out in the car. So moving on to the clearing, let's just rank all of these in these categories. One of the songs that made it into the top category is Thorns. It is just a chill opening song for a chill album. It does an amazing job at introducing you to the sound of the clearing. And that lyric where she's like, you should watch the mouth out, ow, ow. And then Bloom Baby Bloom, top category obviously. Just Two Girls has got to go in the no hard feelings category. It's just the bridge, I think, that lets this song down for me. I understand that so many people love this song, and obviously I'm gonna get some hate for this, but as much as it is better played loud, and I will admit to that, this song doesn't connect to me in the way that a lot of Wolf Alice songs do. Leaning Against the Wall is going to be in the same category. I think it's honestly the case that I still need a bit more time with most of these songs. This is very slow, it's very dramatic near the end, and I do love that story of having an ex-partner being in the same place as you and you calling them stupid for them not realising that you're going to be there, but obviously you are. Same friend group. And her just following them around the corner. I just love that. I could see it as she was singing the lyrics. But for now, it is in that second to bottom category. I don't know whether in like a few months' time that's going to go up, but that is where I'm putting her. Passenger Seat, probably second to top. I would play this out if it ever came on. It's a really summery song. It's reminding me a little bit of The Beach too, just because I think we played it in the car, and this obviously is referencing Passenger Seat. I can just picture her driving in the car in the passenger seat with the window down, hair everywhere, and I love how summery this song sounds. Play It Out would probably go in the bottom category. However, the lyrics and the meaning of the lyrics are what pull it up to no hard feelings. Just really pointing a finger at stereotypes of women in particular. I feel like I need to listen to this a few more times and it may actually go into second to top, but yeah. Bread, Butter, Tea, Sugar, again, is gonna go in the no hard feelings category. I feel really bad. I feel like I'm doing this new album really wrong, but that's where it is, guys. That's where it's gonna sit. I do love the upbeat sound of the song and the hard feelings in it, but I don't know what to say. Safe in the World is actually a nice surprise on this album. I think it might just be the subject matter, that it's a platonic relationship, and a lot of artists don't really verge near that kind of topic because it's not very interesting, but in not doing it, it becomes an interesting topic because no one ever talks about it. Like, you're trying to work out whether you should feel romantically about someone, but actually the relationship works perfectly just as that friendship, and even though you're not seeing each other in person, you know that friendship is still there and they make you feel safe in the world. So I love this song for what it is and the message it conveys, and I think it's a really chill sounding song that is perfect on the album. This is going to go in the Play It Out category. Midnight Song, it's got a lot of room to grow on me, I would say. Or maybe not. Maybe this will always be in the bottom category. The reason it's a Turn to Dust song is probably similar to why Every Cloud is in this same category. It just stays at the same level throughout. And although there are some beautiful vocals in this song, it needed something else. And it just needed maybe a little bit of a turn at the end to bring it back, but it didn't have that. White Horses is another that I will play out, so it's going to be in the Play It Out section. Even though when I first listened to this song I wasn't a massive fan, it definitely has grown on me. You just cannot deny that beat, and the way it just builds throughout the whole song is perfect. It's a little bit repetitive, but still a good song. And to end this, because I feel like we've had way too many songs in the lower categories of this album, and I feel so bad about that. But you know what? This is a ranking. This is my unprofessional opinion. The Sofa, she's the top dog. She is a Heavenward song because she just is, okay? Do not come for me in the comments by saying this, because I know what I mean in my head. But this song reminds me of the song Sincerity is Scary by the 1975. And what I mean by that is that they're very different artists in many ways. It is that same chilled vibe, and maybe I'm sort of getting this from the music video of Wolf Alice and also the live performance that 1975 did, where it's street based, So Matty Healy would be walking on like a conveyor belt and there's just houses and a street behind him, and like everybody just doing their everyday, you know, going about their everyday life, and the music video is essentially the same thing. So that is one aspect to it, but also just how chilled the song is and how they just give off that same air of, you know, just chill out. Life isn't all that serious, you know, just have a little bit of a boogie or a nap. But yeah, that is my ranking of all of Wolf Alice's songs. If you absolutely disagree with my opinion on these songs, then please do comment that down below, because I like to have nice conversations about music, but you know, be nice. I won't bore you for any longer, but if you do want me to react to any albums or artists in particular, please let me know. But until next time guys, take care.